I'm ready to go. What happened with Arden?
After you left, your squad.
Oh, that's neat. That's neat storytelling. I like that.
Zaga said that he and your friends are making good progress through the jungle. Trust me, this is worth the wait. And here it is. A salvaged Basilisk war droid. Mandalore said that he would make it available to you for insertion into the city of Iziz. I assure you, they won't know what hit them.
I assume that Arden, being a general, would know what a basilisk is. I get to fly a basilisk?
Yes, just like a new Mandalorian recruit proving themselves into the heart of a war as well. Mandalore has given you a great honor. Unfortunately, its weapons systems aren't fully functional yet, as are some other unimportant support systems. But she will get you to Iziz in one piece. The fighters won't be able to stop that.
Kind of unimportant support systems. Thank you, writers, for giving me the question I was literally just thinking.
Minor systems, nothing you need concern yourself with. We've modified the interior to hold 3 people. Maybe a little tight. You need to leave immediately. Iziz is in the grip of a civil war, so there'll be considerable resistance. They remember the last time Basilisk war droids visited their planet. Fight ferociously. And if you die, take as many as you can with you.
Since this is happening at the same time as the jungle expedition, see if you can spot when the ritual's broken. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Who was I bringing with me? I thought I had a plan. Let me ask this. Is there a particular, or like particularly significant amount of influence to be gained? And or do I need to bring Bowdor for influence purposes? I'm a little sad that I haven't brought Disciple out yet, but because I haven't, still don't know how good of a fighter he is. And this feels like maybe one of those missions where I don't really want to test that by trial and error. I'm inclined to bring out an Bowdor, partially because of potential influence with Bowdor. I don't think he's actually maxed out yet. He's close, he's higher, but oh, sorry. No, I was just saying, is there a particular amount of influence to be gained? Do I need to bring Bowdor for influence purposes? He's not maxed out yet. He's pretty high, but he's definitely not maxed out yet. Part of me is inclined to bring Atten and Bowdor because A, the Bowdor influence mission is real, and B, I'm still trying to romance Atten and kind of gotten stuck and still looking for an opportunity to break, like, to a next step of that somehow. And also I haven't brought him out in a while because he is maxed out on influence. But I'm wondering if I need to bring, like, if anybody in particular makes it more interesting. And I do feel a little bit bad because Atten and Bowdor I've been falling back on for a lot of things. Oh, Kreia. She is already selected, isn't she? No influence opportunities here? Okay. I don't know why I'm getting hung up on it feeling very, like, samey, I guess. Take Atten and Kreia. Because there are no influence opportunities anyway. My... Where is it? My romance guide... just says... to pursue romance, talk to the characters at every opportunity, and focus on raising their influence. Atten's influence has been maxed out for a while. And I kind of stopped taking him out for a while because his influence was maxed. But I'm a little bit antsy about the romance in this one because I missed out on it completely in KOTOR 1. So I'm a little bit extra paranoid about trying to not miss that entire arc. So what you're saying is that even if I fuck it up, I've still already missed out on the bigger one. I assume that for it to count as a romance subplot, it has to be more than Atten awkwardly, like, half asking Baldur a question about whether he thinks, me and the Exile, never mind. Like, I assume it's more than just that, though, right? Gotcha, there isn't anything to fuck up. I see. I suppose it is Obsidian and not BioWare, so... Obsidian isn't as horny. Fair. Is there anybody else who has, like, particularly interesting dialogue or opinions or pipes up with anything interesting to say who I ought to consider bringing? Otherwise, I'm just gonna bring Atten. Not really? Okay. Thank you. Fantastic. Beady little war droid, or whatever they called it. Did say war droid, I think.
A basilisk? A basilisk here? Mandalorians are attacking the city! Talia has made an alliance with the Mandalorians. Men, destroy them.
Well, check us out in all our level ups. Hold on. I don't remember if I'm still saving a level up. I think I don't remember because I never actually decided. It's really not a bad idea to have revitalize on all of my force wielders, I suppose. I always forget Krea's repair is so high. Should probably give her something other than just the basic attack with the lightsaber. Oh, she gave an extra... I stopped doing her speed one because she gets master speed from me anyway, I think. Which one's Force Inspire? I don't know what Force Inspire followers are, but apparently it has 6 tiers, and it sounds like the sort of thing you'd want the enemy to not have. So now that I know it exists, even though I still don't know what it does, it seems like a good idea to be able to cancel it. This is logic, right? Oh, because he prestiged. I was about to say, I thought he used to have more points than that. Also, I thought he did have more computer points than that. Oh well. Oops. Oh. Sorry. My bad. Because you used the word followers. It was bot prevention. For a while, that was the pattern, was the one consistent word I could guarantee would be in the bot advertisement messages was followers. There are a couple of other random words, including the word dot. You can do period, but you can't do dot, because they were typing out URLs and they were putting something, 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 and then spelling out DOT space, whatever, com or whatever. So I already have URLs turned off. So I just auto-modded the word dot. I could probably take it out now if I ever thought about it, because I haven't seen one of those standard ones in quite a while, but I just hadn't thought about it. Yep. Do I level me up or do I save an emergency level? So far we've been doing okay. Hang on. Because I need to come back to it, that way we don't have to go through all the cutscenes and stuff again. Okay, so main character stats. Do I need to keep leveling treat injury for conversational reasons? Or can I leave it, since most of our healing is done by force powers now, and I have companions with way higher treat injury to do crafting and stuff? More than high enough? Okay, cool. Thank you. Guess I'll do demo. Security. Hang on, I'm gonna update my notes here. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Ooh. Inner strength. Cool. Don't suppose you're going to tell me what it does. Not on this page. Got it. Oh, wait, there it is. Masters use light side of the force to shield themselves from pain. Third level, they reduce any damage they suffer by 5%. Sweet. I'm trying to remember if I had a plan. For this level. I don't think I did. Oh. Hey, double-bladed weapon, that's me. Probably gonna go with that one. I think I'm going to go with Improve to revitalize this one, because... Oh. Actually, I'm going to start... Since both of the others have... Actually, I think both of the others have Master Revitalize now. I'm going to give myself the ability to start working on my stun, because the Stasis Field one does seem pretty good. If no one else got me before Storm got me. Good night, set. Welcome in. Yeah, I'm trying to resist the urge to take Force Storm with my main character in this game, specifically because I relied on it so much in KOTOR 1. that I don't want my characters to end up feeling like the same person. But I have it on Visas, and she has been kicking some serious ass with it. Force confusion. Would that be the confusion I am currently experiencing? About what which one Force confusion is? Thanks for the follow. Oh, upgraded mind trick. Okay, gotcha. More powerful version of mind trick that can actually cause an opponent to fight for. Oh, it's basically the beast one, except for people. Oh, that is fun. Interesting. Only the main player character can select it. Interesting. Wait, is there a different... Is Mind Trick a standalone for the other characters then? Because I know it shows up in their options. Or Mind Trick does. Does it just not have a level up option? Hmm. Oh, yeah, gotcha. Two steps versus 3 for interesting things. Let's go with it. Hello! That is a very cute emote. Both of them. Love to watch people play this absolute gem of a game. Awesome! Well, welcome in. Chat has fun watching me blindly fumble my way through it because it is in fact my first playthrough. We're gonna take Mind Trick and look forward to Mind Confusion. That one. Force Confusion. I hadn't even noticed that. I assume there just isn't a level up option for the companions for that one. Because I'd considered taking it on Visas or Kreia a couple of times. But at the time it just didn't seem like the most useful choice. I have a bad habit of not paying attention to what the level ups actually are, which is a terrible thing because a lot of the first level ones aren't very exciting, but the third level are. Not light sided. Fair enough. I think she's already got the best robe I can give her. Now, is my Constitution 16 yet? I didn't remember when I picked that up, but... Oh, right. Mine's buffed to bits. Ooh. Oh, that is a good one. Holy shit. The only thing I actually lost was my +1 to charisma. Which did drop me a modifier. Which is a little unfortunate for my saving throws, but For persuasion purposes, it's fine. Definitely not much use in early game. Picks up usefulness later on for sure. Good to know. Nerd system, yeah. Anyway, I was getting Kreia a better implant and I got distracted. Hang on, what could she use even? Dex is always useful. Basically, the only thing where a +1 does her any good right now is Dex. Over that one for now. Reflex is actually her lowest save, interestingly. Her entire character build is built off of support stuff and AoEs that require saving throws, so I definitely don't want to do that one on her. That would be a terrible idea. This helmet shields the wearer's mind from the Force. It's so potent and successful at its goal that Force sensitives are severely disoriented. You know, that's actually a pretty good one. Oh wait, I just gave her a +1 dex. I was gonna say it's a pretty good one for her because it looks weird on anybody else, but she doesn't actually show whatever you equip on her anyway. Am I giving all the ugly gear to Kreia and Visas? Maybe. Only the ugly powerful gear though. Ooh, the Sith power gauntlets are not actually considered armor. I guess none of the gloves are, but they're like restricted to stuff. That's actually good because I can give her +3 strength there. +1 there to increase her. I don't know if it's even worth bothering to increase her melee damage though. I mean, she does do melee damage, but most of the time she spends doing AoEs and support anyway.
Let us end this.
honestly like your pace. Like KOTOR 1 and 2 way too many times, but by now I tend to rush through when I replay them, so I can enjoy the atmosphere and feel a bit like I did on my first run. Good, I'm glad. I will warn you, I put in my channel descriptions and everything because I once tried to break myself of the habit of overthinking everything, and then I figured out that I was completely hopeless. So I gave up and just doubled down, and now it's just the theme of everything. But shoot, I missed it. I did, Redman. They went down like dominoes. That might be a little bit exaggeration, but yeah, I managed to not get my ass kicked. Okay. Level will start to get the top of the line implants. In this late game is actually legit exciting, sometimes awesome. I'm so glad you guys like the methodical approach, because I overthink too much to do anything else. It's really bad. I'm just delighted that it can be entertaining, because it's fun to like talk through the thought process. It's with you guys.
Fallen.
Hang on, I gotta. I need to get him a better... Oh, I completely keep forgetting that... What is going on here? Looks like he was in the middle of a dance, and like just a light reflection or something. No lightsabers here. Here's what just happened. Okay, she does not have master speed, which means I did not get master speed off. Actually, reverse that. Give these guys behind me less time to run away.
What is it? This
There we go.
It's a trap!
will not stop us for long.
I see an roll Akbar button, I press it. Thank you for that. Gives us opportunities to yap along with you. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, what was that pathing? I was following you.
Fallen. Fallen. Yes.
Top us off a little bit. Any of these many dudes. Hold on. Ah! I hate when it fakes me out like that. It's like, here, have a little green circle that tells you you're about to get loot. Oh, just kidding. It's just ahead. Just in case you were wondering, there's a body here, by the way. Alrighty. Cat cam back up for you guys while he's in one place. My map is all dark again. Presumably because of the whole war thing. I gotta check all the corners again. Those probably aren't fireworks, huh?
I recognize you. You're that off-worlder. Come, we have no time. Backlu's forces have overrun the sky ramp. The royal palace could fall any minute. We must save the queen.
Your plan seems to have succeeded. Your enemy has indeed revealed himself.
I anticipated the Sith, but those beasts weren't in my battle plan.
Even now, Vaklu is using them to breach the palace. I will not surrender to that usurper. I would die first.
Every man here would give their life to keep that from happening.
There is hope. It is faint but growing stronger. I think my message was received.
Which message? What are you talking about?
An old student is returning. I don't think the Sith are going to know what hit them.
This way! This way to the sky ramp!
Aw, Master Kavar. You're absolutely right. They have no idea what's about to hit them. How much do you know about KOTOR 1 and 2 in this area in general? Well, it's my first playthrough of KOTOR 2. So, anything I haven't run into in the game yet that happens in game, I don't know yet. By design, everybody's been very nice about not spoiling things. KOTOR 1, I did play all the way through first. So, I know the story of that. And there have been quite a few conversations in chat. Or with chat where various people in chat were helping me iron out the timeline of what the fuck is going on at various points because I played KOTOR 1, but like prior to starting KOTOR 1, the entirety of my Star Wars knowledge was limited to the original 6 movies. I haven't even seen the newer ones. I've seen like recap summary things of them, but I haven't actually seen the movies themselves. And I think I read part of one of the novels once, but I didn't get very far, and I don't think I ever finished it. So, really nothing outside of the movies until KOTOR 1. But like, I know I basically, chat has helped me piece together the timeline of like so feel free to correct me if any of my dates were never my strong suit in history class, but like 50-ish years ago was Exile Kun. 10 years ago, the Mandalorian Wars. 5 years ago was the Jedi Civil War. And then my character disappeared under a rock for a few years and came back out and was like, what the fuck's going on? That's basically my summary. Are there better intros to Legends? I have had people recommend a couple of books / audiobooks to read / listen to. Once I finished KOTOR 2. I think there was one that was like, you're clear once you finish KOTOR 1. But there were a couple of recommendations, and I didn't trust myself to keep straight which one was which, so I just have them all bookmarked for after I finish KOTOR 2.
There are 2 force shield checkpoints along this path. Vaklu's forces have held this ramp for over a standard hour. That means they control the checkpoints now. If we can get to the turret tower up ahead, we can deactivate the first barrier. The forces we're encountering right now are their rear guard. The fighting will get tougher the closer we get to the front of the battle line.
Damn, I wish I'd brought Bowdor. He could have just punched him, right? Probably doesn't. Probably not quite that easy, because that would make it very, very easy, but... I didn't recognize the name, because I only just picked it up. Lightsabers destroy force fields anyway. I totally knew that. Totally knew that. Or something.
Yes.
And every once in a while I get stuck on something and it's...
Fallen.
Oh.
I will silence this one.
Or dude stood not a chance in hell.
The Royalists in the bunker are contained. We deploy as soon as the reinforcements arrive. A Jedi? Here? Then attack!
Oh, damn. To some extent, I've gotten smart enough to roughly arrange my party buff effects by how long they last. But it seems like a cutscene automatically makes it like too long to still be active, no matter how long the cutscene actually was. Does that make sense? Like, that was not 2 minutes from when she cast, what's it, the energy resistance, but whatever. How long does Master last? 20.
I hear you.
Good lord. I think that's... Is that louder depending on how many people get affected? Because that would honestly explain a lot. That shit is so loud. Hang on. Cancel everything. I can take care of this. This is gonna be fun.
Let us fall.
See, Kraya? See? I did it!
I will silence this one.
I did it right! Is that guy an enemy? Or is he a friend that got caught in the... Okay. No, he's gonna... Kind of unfortunate that it's not permanent, but I mean, it makes all the sense in the world. It is, you'll have even more fun with that ability later on. The Kinraz alone made it 1000% worth it. I need to go back and look at those gloves when I'm done.
Fallen.
Oslux gloves. Strength con. Actually, what are my skills looking like now that I have this fancy new implant? 30 stealth? Damn. 5 awareness, 30 persuade, 21 repair, 27 security, 19 treat injury. Not bad. What if I swap out for these? Give me an extra strength modifier. Good for damage. That was my security from 27 to 23, but probably be okay with that, right? If I ever remember, I could always switch them back again if I needed to. The problem there is the remembering part. I still have Cora Bendigo. And, I haven't been back to Telos. I also have to go back to Nar Shaddaa to do the bonus mission for Gita. But I think that's all I have left to do on Nar Shaddaa. But I've been told that the game will tell me when it's time to go back to Telos. So, yeah, Kinrath. Ugh, indeed. Re-clear my map.
This isn't good. One of Vaklus' slicers has control of the security grid. He blew up that power conductor. Their slicer has to be using a palace security terminal. They've already locked down all secondary computer systems on the sky ramp. Until we deal with their slicer in the palace, you can bet that there will be more surprises up ahead.
I was about to say, are you about to put my statement about I'm sure I'll be fine with my security computer skills to the test? Is that literally what's about to happen right this second?
Is the Jedi still? We're under attack, men!
Hold on, let me scream at you.
This shall not stop us for long.
The palace has been breached. I repeat, the palace has been...
Go security code. Access granted. I'm a general, former and semi-current Jedi, and a fucking badass hacker too. Colonel says that many of Vaklus' ships are patrolling the vicinity, bombarding royalist troops. You can help by shooting down these ships. Oh no. This is KOTOR 2's version of point defense, isn't it? For new friends in the chat, I was most of the time very not good at point defense when it popped up in KOTOR 1. And by most of the time, I mean I was incredibly inconsistent in how well I did. Every time I started to think I was getting the hang of it, I would utterly fail one. Imperial troops defend at the base. Imperial troops defend at the... Oh boy. I'm an idiot. I was thinking that the circle with the little target in the middle was actually my targeting thing. There for a minute. I was like, why is it so off-center? Because I'm an idiot, that's why. Also, I'm sorry if it's loud. It sounds very loud. I do like that they added the enemies killed thing, because I always was on edge. Until I was sure that I had, because I had the hardest time keeping track of who was dead and who wasn't, so I appreciate the counter.
We've taken the palace. How much longer must I wait for Talia's blood?
The beast's progress is remarkable, but it will take time, General. The throne room's force shields are far stronger than normal shields.
Our plans go well, Tobin, but we are still vulnerable until she is dead. Even now, it will unravel. Redouble your efforts. Disturbing news from the city.
As you command, General.
Formation? I think I might know what that ritual was. I have a sneaking suspicion anyway. All coming together.
Hold your fire. They're with us. Thank you. Vaklu's supporters stormed our position. The beasts have gone mad and attack on their command. Please, go to the palace. We received a transmission that the palace grounds have been breached. If so, they don't have much time. You two, follow the Jedi. The rest of us will hold our position. We don't have much time.
General Vaklu was once a hero to our people, but his alliance with the Sith shows how far he's fallen.
I hope that you get to the Queen in time.
Me too, but I want to see what this new lightsaber crystal does. That was not a very heroic thing to say. Also be combined in normal ones. Oh, I assume they mean the lens that I used to make the lightsaber, right? Not like that's a separate crafting thing, right? Oh. Oh, I was saving the Rusan crystals for my little homegrown Padawans. Which right now I only have the one of, and that's Atten. But my goal is to try and turn as many of my companions as can be turned into Jedi. For Rave and anyone else who's new in chat. Because I accidentally messed up my KOTOR 1 playthrough and missed out on any possibility of any sort of romance arc whatsoever, I looked up a spoiler-free tips guide for KOTOR 2 ahead of time. So I do know who can prestige, and I'm going to try and prestige all of them. And by all of them, I mean the 4 that I actually can. That is the idea, anyway. Right now we've got Atten, but I was saving for them since a lot of them won't have very high wisdom or charisma. The ooh was because I realized I could replace the charisma I lost from my implant, but I need some spoilers to find all the triggers. For KOTOR 1, that makes sense. For KOTOR 2, I'm told that there isn't even enough romance to, like, for there to be really anything to mess up. So that's unfortunate, but also it is Obsidian, not BioWare. I don't remember whether I'm on an even number or an odd number for Dex. Oh, Jedi training? There were only conversations from specific places. Gotcha. Well, I have been opening it up to chat to let me know if there's anybody in particular I need to bring with me at any particular point, so I'm sure somebody will tell me something. Radiant is still the most interesting color I have, I think. Okay, no more time screwing around with tiny laser toys. Insight implant. Interesting. Red flight suit. I don't know why my brain interpreted that as a suit that lets you fly. Like, obviously that's not what that means. But it's Star Wars, so who the fuck knows? Down here. Alright guys, we gotta check all the corners for loot while we're here. I almost said we gotta check all the loot for corners. That too, I guess, but more the first one. I guess somebody else took a...
We need reinforcements. A Jedi Knight is assaulting our flank. Hold the line.
Surrender now. Why lose your life for General Vaclu's ambition?
Attack, men. Attack.
Oh, that was worth a shot. Can't say I didn't try. Does not say does not work on beasts. Hang on, I got this one. I don't know how detailed Obsidian gets with their unadvertised RPG decisions, I guess, for lack of a better way to say it. basically what I'm wondering is, especially in some of the old BioWare games, I could see it being one of those things where if you use Beast Confusion and manage to run away before the Bomas get aggro again, I could see it being one of those things where any Bomas that you left alive, there's like a cool couple of seconds sometime later where you see that the Beast Riders get their beasts back and like retame them and they get to live and stuff. But I don't know, even in newer BioWare games, that's kind of a stretch. But it's the kind of thing that I think of because I was trained for RPGs on things like Dragon Age Origins. Trained for RPGs, so to speak. I'm just wondering if there's any reason why I need to stand here and kill it, or why I can't just run.
Good, some reinforcements. Follow the Jedi. We're gonna retake the palace. We've got to stop General Vaklu before he gets to the Queen.
Game was rushed as fuck, so unfortunately you can see shit like that. Fair enough. As long as it doesn't kill any of the soldiers behind me. Oh, yeah, well, too late. Sorry, buddy. Tried. That whole army behind me, they don't run fast enough. Ow. Mild ow. But ow nonetheless.
Just say the word.
I hear you.
It'd be cool to get a Star Wars RPG as thorough as BG3 though. Hell yes, that would be amazing.
She's still alive! Run! Run!
Okay. Finally somebody has the right idea. Also, I like that I have as an individual, I have enough of a reputation. It's not, oh god, we're outnumbered, it's, she's still alive. Garden Variety blaster rifle soldiers didn't work. What a surprise. I could see that being cheeky and merciful, or I could see it being cheeky and taunting. Like I could see the first option kind of going either way. Actually, this is where the overthinking comes in problematic, but the second option, I like that it specifies leave, because as fun as the first option is, they could also just, like, maybe I'm being too literal, but they could just run back to their next fallback point. I mean, to be fair, the first option also doesn't say I won't hurt them either. But leave means not just run, but go away, stop fighting. I don't know. My inner smartass is strong, and I really like the cheeky option. I don't know how well Wanderians would know you, but really, the only bigger war heroes in the Mando Wars were Revan and Malak. Gotcha. Cool. So maybe a little bit of a known reputation preceded my actual arrival. As much as my inner smartass really loves the cheeky option, in short, anyone who knows who you are should be shitting their pants. That makes me feel like a badass, thank you. My inner smartass is struggling with my inner literalist. Which says that number 2 gets my message across and is more likely to plant the idea in their heads to actually, like, give up fighting for Vaklu. Not that it's that explicit, but leave means more than run, in my head anyway. But the smartass is strong with this one. That said, actually that kind of helps formation, because now that you've put it that way, that would probably be something my character would be at least vaguely aware of, especially at this point in the game. And given how tired and worn out he seems to have gotten from the Mando Wars, I don't think that my character would actually be so cavalier about people being afraid of her for their lives, if that makes sense. Because she was trying to put this whole, like, killing people thing behind her before the Sith showed up and fucked everything up. Thank you, that actually helped make the decision. I don't know if what I said made sense, but it helped. I will not harm you if you leave now. Okay. The now could apply to either. You keep fighting me later, I'll hurt you later, but right now you're good.
Hold the line. Those cowards will be dealt with.
You know you're making it harder for them to hold the line by, you know, killing some of them, right? Or knocking them out or whatever. Hey, Revan Farron, welcome in. How's it going? I'd say Mitra is known, but not well known to the extent of Revan. Well, yeah, I mean, is anybody as well known as Revan and Malak, honestly?
I hear you.
The second force shield is up ahead. It looks like it's been damaged by orbital bombardment. You might be able to bash your way through it with your lightsaber.
Excuse me.
Let us end this.
Got him. They just needed a quick nap, that's all.
Yes.
Everyone down!
Ahead is the throne room. We must get to the Queen to protect her.
If you're heading to the palace, we'll follow you there. The palace itself has been breached.
Her secret force power, tactical control, real-time pause. If only Anakin had that power. Yeah, seriously. Let's go then. I don't like having to kill the animals. I was half tempted to just keep feeding it beast confusions, but they don't actually follow you, so I guess it would just be one. Any of these guys drop loot? Yes. Yeah, I'm definitely don't mind killing you though. No. But
we've made it to the palace. General Vaklu's troops haven't been here too long. Hopefully we still have time to save the Queen. Straight ahead is the throne room. Vaklu's hand-picked troops will probably be here. I'm gonna stay here and keep the intersection secure. If any more royalists arrive, I'll keep them organized.
Something up?
Yes? Have you come with questions? That crystal is bonded to you. Most interesting. Your crystal does not perfectly reflect your current self. Remove it from your lightsaber, then ask me about it again. Is there something else you wished?
Interesting. That Mito was infamous like others. Revan's in circle. Or to the point not everyday citizens could point her out, but military, underworld, and religious orders definitely knew who she was. Those who Revan or Malik, who were practically household names at this point. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Like, if I'm remembering correctly, Mandalore knew who I was, but that makes sense, right? And I seem to have made an impression on my troops, because I've been recognized by a couple of people.
Shut the outer door, now!
Well...
I'm impressed you made it this far, but you are too late. Soon the Queen will be dead, and General Vaklu will be the new king. This is no ordinary door between us. The same material is used for the hull of capital-class vessels. I'm afraid you will find it quite impregnable.
Any door can be opened, Tobin. This isn't over.
I'm afraid it is. Now, if you will excuse me, we have one last barrier to take care of.
Well, Tobin has thwarted you again for the moment. You entered the royal wing of the palace. He shut the outer security door. Only trying to break down the last door between his troops and the Queen. If he breaks through, the Queen is doomed. Some way of opening the outer door. Okay. Some of you probably already know exactly what I'm about to ask. The quest has deadline in the name. Am I actually on a timer? Because that will significantly affect how much I actually rush versus how much I pretend I'm rushing. Nope. Okay, cool. Thank you. Of course it is. If I can find an air duct or a back door or a...
Gather our forces. Make sure the defenses are set.
More
Colonel
beasts or
Tobin
something.
says the Jedi is coming our way. Take your beasts and attack her. We need more time to prepare. I'm going to the control room. Perhaps the captain can be persuaded to cooperate.
Everyone down!
This shall not stop us for long.
Everyone down!
What is it?
Hey, Onion, how's it going? He's attack. Yep. Yeah, I know. Who actually has hired demo? I do.
Yes.
How's Onderon been? Fun. Interesting. Chaotic. But I love the whole, like, two-team dual storyline going on at the same time thing. That's fun.
I hear you.
And I level you up. That made it sound like I flattened her. You know what I mean? Companion mission is so great. Yeah. They did really well too. Turns out that Mandalore, Visas, and Mira actually make a pretty friggin' badass team. Did I say I was giving her... No, that was me. I was doing next level. Oh, okay, so it is still listed, it just can't be selected. Interesting. Four per level. Decent amount of damage. Gotta get him some better lightsaber skills. Keep forgetting to. I gave him force speed or burst of speed last level, and I completely forgot to give it to him. The ongoing rumors are true, KOTOR. Excuse me. KOTOR remake in the third Jedi Kestis game. Where's Jedi Kestis? Get for a while from Star Wars. I tried Badora and double droid run on Doxon. Ooh, which two droids? Could definitely be interesting. Use that save. Constitution for the implants. Charisma. Because charisma. Given how good my current implant is, I'm kind of torn. Because on the one hand, my current implant is really good, which means I can get really good implants at this level. On the other hand, that's what that level of implant looks like. What tempting ones might I get in the future? Probably HK. Go for his droid scramble. Make some fight for you. Ooh, that kind of like Beast Confusion, but for droids. I haven't actually taken Goto out once yet. I'm gonna fix that, but I went Constitution. I don't have a specific reason why. I just, other than given what you guys were saying about exciting loot, I don't want to be missing out because I didn't take Constitution. Is it the best reason? Probably not, but that is nonetheless the reason. Okay, so skill I don't know about for, like, skill-based dialogue and stuff is, awareness. I have my note sheet here. I'm not bothering with treat injury anymore. Computer and repair are already at 15, so I'm not bothering with those anymore. Demolitions I'm going to keep leveling up for quite a while, it looks like. Oh, and stealth too, I guess. Although, stealth boosters seem pretty common, and my stealth skill with my boosted dex is pretty good, so I'm not as worried about that one. Plus, that one doesn't seem to come up in conversation, or at least, I don't think I've seen it come up in conversation yet. Is that max Badger influence? Not quite max, but it's high. It's high enough that he has the, like, pillar of light behind him. But I don't think it's quite maxed out yet. How high do I need to go out for awareness, or is it like persuasion and security where I should just keep leveling it up forever? Awareness is good for checks. I get more. Okay. When I sieged, I dropped to 3 instead of like 5, or I think it was 5 that I had before, skill points. So, trying to be smarter about where I put them. Okay, so 17 is high enough for any dialogue thingies that come up. And they won't keep, like, outscaling me. Should be? Okay. In case, demo, persuade, and security for my next 3 skill points for ever and always. Probably don't need too much more awareness. Get close to getting every dialogue guaranteed. Cool. Alright, yeah. Force confusion. Hell yeah. I was like, I had a plan for this level. I know I did. Can make everybody be my friend temporarily. Like how these guys just don't see me through the window, I guess. Ah, royalist.
Thanks for your help. Queen Talia is the rightful ruler of Onderon.
Okay. Well done, Freya. It did look like droids, but I kind of forgot I had the disabled droid thing for a minute.
Yes.
I'll disable remote access. 0 accessing defense system. Console overload. Console overload. Access. I think I just had a hacker battle. Oh, that wasn't a friend. Or I just... Ends my mind clear. I just haven't run in and tank it. Up, boys. Oh, I think that's the first animal that's ever saved against my... Wait, it says he's saved, but it also says he's a friend now. I'm confused. What happens if I make the beast handler be on my side? Oh, maybe it did. Wait. Oh, it did work. It said he saved, but maybe that was the... Oh, maybe it was still showing from the beast and it was just glitched.
Let us end this. I don't have time for your resistance, Captain Riken. We need the override code for the palace shields.
And I told you that I don't know. You scanned my ID, you know my post is the merchant quarter.
I'm sure that's what you'd like me to believe. I have been authorized to use any means at my...
I like this guy. Captain, the Jedi is still coming. Of all the damn luck. He's in the security complex right now.
Blast. Defend the security room with your lives. The Jedi could ruin everything.
I have one last surprise. I doubt it's enough. You're probably right, it's probably not. Looks like I've given him a pat on the back. Interesting. Is she using that because someone used a force power? Or is she just using it because it's a thing in her... Like, is the companion automated thing smart enough to know that there's no point in using, like, cancel other people's force powers if there's nobody casting force powers or using force powers?
Yes.
It's just crystal and spiky. What the f... Why do you not have a... What happened to his lightsaber? I'm so confused. Maybe that wasn't a lightsaber I saw earlier. Maybe it was literally a blaster bolt. Or blaster... whatever blaster shoot. Hang on, he has... No, I gave him one. No clue why she would cast Breach here. Okay. I thought I had given him a lightsaber that was, like, upgraded in some way. I don't remember what upgrades it had, but... I think he had one of the Rusant crystals. I'm so confused. What the fuck did you do with your lightsaber? Well, okay. Gonna use a super fancy new one for now. I'm punching his way through all these combats. Sorry. Focus.
I hear you.
Sorry, I'm using my mouse left-handed, and I'm using the same hand for walking and steering and clicking because cat. Yeah, that's you. That cute sleepy kitty. Thoroughly taking up my... here. Museum? I don't think so. Is it down that left-hand hallway? Or is it a different planet? Sleepy, floppy, drapey purr over here. Drapey. Okay, alright. It's like, hey, call me Drapey again. Oh. range on it. Meter radius. Gotcha. Then no, I'm pretty sure I have not. What is it? Holy shit, that's quite the stack of... I just gotta marvel at this real quick. Master Speed, Master Valor, Master Energy Resistance, and Master Battle Meditation. The rockets were the arrows right there.
How
the Jedi arrives. I'm counting on the vaunted Jedi compassion and regard for all life forms. Are you now? Hired by General Vaclu to do a job. I meant no malice. Haha, just a misunderstanding, really. You know, nothing makes me feel less compassionate than the implication that someone is like holding me to that standard, that it's like expected, you know? Like counting on it makes it sound like two things. One, it makes it sound a little bit like he's implying that I would be a bad Jedi if I didn't show such compassion. It's just insulting. Second, it implies that it's an expectation, not a gratitude thing, which makes me way less inclined to actually give it. But you seem to have enjoyed your job. I take pride in my skill. Your constant avoiding my careful plans caused a measure of distrust. I can see now, see the error of my ways. I should go, right now, and contemplate the depths of my mistake. Why do I not believe anything you're saying? Oh, apparently my awareness is as good as my character's in this instance. I don't believe a word you've said. I've perhaps embellished a little bit. This is true. I'm done working for Vaclu. I just want to survive. Okay, apparently I can tell he's not lying about that. Of course not. It's obvious to me, at least, that General Vaklu is not going to win today. The survival is my first concern. I sense that causing you any more complications would be counterproductive to that goal. You are quite correct. You helped me clear Dagon Gent. Incidentally, perhaps. I just answered a heavily armored Jedi truthfully. And later I helped the same heavily armored Jedi with a quick task. It may have helped, but I saw it as the most prudent course. I'm less interested in politics than in whatever can give me more material advantages. Attitude will get you killed. Will it, though? Because, I mean, he's kind of a shameless bastard, but he's honest about it. And if he's honest about it, people might be more inclined to take advantage of that rather than kill him for it. Need access to the console. I believe I'm still connected. You can do what you like with the console. I'm done. I will wait here for your troops to come. I will put up no resistance. Stay here. Soldiers will come to deal with you soon. That is fair. I will wait here. I'm not a criminal. I should be fine, right? I don't know anything about the Queen, but she does seem relatively just.
You again? Seems you made a habit out of cleaning up our messes. Don't suppose you could help a fellow out here? If you ever been in one of these, you know they aren't too comfortable.
I've been in my share of them. Those energy fields can sting.
You don't need to tell me about that. Thanks for coming. Vaklu's troops aren't very good hosts. If you could get me out of here, I'd be doubly thankful. Should be pretty easy to do. The primary security console for the Royal Palace is just over there. It controls the force gauge. I think that slicer is still logged in, so you should have full access to everything. If you could hurry, it's been a long day.
I genuinely like this guy. T-Kiff, take a lesson. You can work for bad people and still be a good person. That guy's an example of it. Primary security loading. Complete. Enter command. Center 6 program complete. Secondary systems offline. Force cage, upload area schematics. I don't know if I want to open all security doors because I don't know what all means. Hang on. Oops. I meant to hit log out. I was going to double check my journal to make sure that that didn't include the queens, because they have given me the chance to sabotage similar quests in the past. Wartime protocols active. Security door access override. It's inaccessible. I don't know what that actually means.
Thank you. Now that you've got me out, you need to get the primary security console's override code, then lock the terminal down. Once you've got that code, if you can get to the secondary security station, you'll control the entire palace's security systems.
How do I get the code?
The slicer's still logged into his account. You should be able to just get whatever you need.
Okay. Okay. I'm guessing it's telling me that I needed the secondary system for that. Access primary override code and shut down terminal. Override code granted. System shutting down. Thank you,
Security
Captain
terminal taken
Reagan.
care of, I take it? With you on our side, I think we may have a chance in this war after all. Let's head to the throne room right away.
You're coming, huh? I mean, there's still that secondary panel, but... Wait. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought it was gonna be one of those weird... Oh! They saved me running back through the whole hallway. That's kind of nice. Ah, there's the museum. Okay. Okay. North Wing next. However, I need a bathroom real quick. I got halfway through restroom and bathroom in the same syllable and it came out really weird. Anyway, give me like a couple of minutes. I'll be back as quickly as possible. And we will go investigate this museum. Now I'm intrigued. Okay, thank you guys for your patience. Sorry about that. North Wing, here we come. I figured I was really just curious if they would let me. But I figured they probably wouldn't.
I hear you.
Yes. Fallen.
More where that came from. More where that came from.
Fallen.
More.
Look at those damage numbers. Damn.
hear you.
Okay.
I hear you.
Tell the Colonel we'll need more of our men to smoke the Royalists out of their hole. I don't trust those Sith or their beasts. And another thing, if I catch any more of my men looting, then the Queen's Guard will be the least of your worries.
Good thing I'm not his man, I suppose. I've been looting everything.
What is it?
Ah, museum treasure. I see. On type. Sounds cool. Sounds new, which is almost the same thing. What's this keeper robe? Ooh. What does that do? And 2 charisma, 4 intelligence, and 4 wisdom. Damn. If you boost your intelligence, do you get more skill points from the boosted, or are skill points only based on your base? Or like your actual like invested attribute points rather than like buffs to them? Keepers, the Hall of Knowledge in the Great Jedi Library maintains the protected archives and acted as references to those who desired a more interactive solution to their problems. Interesting. Interactive solution. Viridian crystal. Oh, hello.
More where that came from.
They usually are. Oh, he's talking about his hits. My bad. They got tougher. They have plenty of life packs. I don't think Krea's gotten her heal off yet either, so.
I hear you.
We made it, we lived. And I got both my life support packs back. Sweet. There was still one in here I hadn't opened. Oh. Ooh. Oh, I picked those up before. I've got like 3 pairs of them now. And I keep having that same reaction every time. Yep, security spot. Or security wing, whatever. Corruption. What'd that do? Nice.
Thanks for your help. Queen Talia is the rightful ruler of Onderon.
What a refreshing change of events. Actually, the royalists back here.
Thanks for your help. Queen Talia is the rightful ruler of Onderon. Thanks for your help.
Okay.
Queen Talia is the rightful ruler of Onderon.
Oops. Not the forward button. Protocols enabled, access denied. Key sequence corrupted by unauthorized access. Or corrupted key. First key number. Twice first key number. Oh god. Twice first key number. Needs value of half. 99. Good lord. So 2 times K greater than Okay, divided by 2 by 99. Why did I do this to myself? At least it's multiple choice. Okay, so it can't be. All right. That much less mental math to do. That's not half. Ah, 66. Thank God it was multiple choice. Second key number. First and second. How many numbers are there? Oh dear. First and second keys, digits. Oh dear. Okay. Yes. 0.2. Right? Yeah. So increasing its value would be 120%. Is there an easier, smarter way to do this? Yes. Do I have the brain power for it right now? Absolutely not. Ah, there we go. 35. Third key number. Third key differs from the reverse. Its digits. Twice the product of its digits. We're doing squares now. Oh no, twice the product of its digits, not twice the. Okay, I misunderstood that. Okay, never mind. Not quite as crazy as I thought it was. Like, you're gonna make me find what 59 squared is? You've got to be kidding me. No. Apparently we're going back backwards, because 5 times 9 is 45. $90. Be it. Times 8 is 32. Or And that's the difference of between the number and the reverse. It would have to be the difference between 48 and 84, which is definitely not, so moving on. 27 times 2. Uh, 93. None. That one actually might work. Hey, got it. Yay, storage door opened. Could I have hacked it? Probably. But I was already in the puzzle, so what the hell. I think we found the queen's bedroom. Also, on the map, I definitely thought there was a door there. But never mind, maybe we couldn't have hacked it. I saw the security thing on the other door and thought that these back rooms were all connected, but I almost said concussed because I saw concussion rocket. The back rooms are all concussed. Really? How if I up my security by 4? Shit. Okay. Hey, I got it. Yay, security tumblers. And me. Oh! Dude! I finally got a silver crystal! Yes! I can have crazy unique, except not really that unique because it's kind of just white, but unique colored lightsaber that you don't have to squint at to tell that it's a different color from everything else, at the very least. I will say, I was hoping it would be identifiably silver, but when Atris was wielding my old lightsaber, it did look more white. I only saw it briefly though, so. Hold out a little bit of hope, but take all the things. Oh, right, and I need to I put the gloves back while I'm thinking about it. Woohoo! Well, that made it worth the endeavor.
I don't know how you made it, but well done. Come in quickly before more Sith or Vaklu troops arrive. We got split off from Talia's troops by the currents of this war. We really need to talk, but Cadron and I are coordinating the defense of the war. I know Captain Cadron needs someone to handle a dangerous assignment. He's in the other room. Talk to him. No one else could do the job.
How'd you get split from Talia's forces?
I'm not her bodyguard. We were fighting at the palace gates. There were too many of them. We'll talk when all of this is over. Until then, may the Force be with you.
And also with you, Master Kavar. Sorry, my back of my neck just reminded me that I have terrible posture. How my mouse ended up outside of the game, and it was... Here we go. I don't know what that was, but it was weird. guess I don't have to clear the corners since I got the area map, huh? Oh, nice. They're gonna let me loot first. Ooh. 20% versus light side and dark side. +1 charisma, +1 wisdom. Keldroma family has produced many powerful force sensitives. Some, such as Kay Keldroma, are shining examples of the strength of the force. Others, like Kay's brother Ulik, fall into the prey to the temptations of the dark side. Was that KOTOR 1 where I ran into some other Keldroma lore?
So, you're the Jedi, eh? Well, the comm chatter we've intercepted is filled with reports about you. You fought right through their flank on the sky ramp? We desperately need someone like you.
Cheers. What do you need?
We've managed to hold this part of the palace, but Vaklu's forces control the rest. We need to get to the Queen before that flaming Drexel breaks through the inner door.
When you learned about Keldroma or the Great Hunt? Okay, that name does ring a bell. Who am I thinking of that was like... There's 3 people and they all had data pads. One of them was in caves somewhere. That was the last one I found. Oops. You found another one of the words. Oh, there's some more famous one. Gotcha. Famous was the word that time. In case you were wondering. It was like 3 people who were on, maybe it was the Great Hunt, or it was something, and 2 of them, I don't know if they were like romantically together or if they were just of the same mind. I think they were romantically together. Yeah. Okay, so Duran Keldroma was one of them. Gotcha. Thank you. I'm impressed you remembered that. That's a lot of strange names to remember. How do we... Nura and Keldroma were romantically involved. Right, okay. And Gunhan Suresh was the one who was, like, complaining about the 2 of them and being like... I told him, but... The one who seemed like the more annoying of the 3. At least to me. If I'm remembering correctly. How do we do that?
There are 2 security consoles in the palace. The primary security console is on the other side of the palace.
Been there already.
There's an expert slicer over there who's been hampering our every move. We need to transfer all primary functions to our terminal here. Then disable the primary security console. That will also take their slicer out of the picture. After that, we'll control security again, and can get to General Vaklu before he gets to the Queen.
Good news for you, Captain. Yep, then he decided to get eaten on Kashyyyk. Yes. Yeah. The Circlet of Suresh. Which was not actually a circlet, and I was kind of indignant about that because I was hoping it was going to be a cool looking, like, headpiece, but it wasn't. Son of a Murglock. I have the override code for the primary security console already.
You have? Oh, son of a mudra!
I see.
Corporal, use this code to open the outer door to the throne room. The door's open. Hurry! They might break through the inner door at any moment.
was half expecting them to give me an option to blow up the console behind Kif.
The force field is down. Please go help the Queen.
Going. Oh, that's the fake door. They claim to be the cleverest.
The defense of Isis requires my full attention. Later.
Didn't know if you wanted to know about updates or whatever. Sorry, every time I run with the double-bladed lightsaber, it looks like I'm just holding a giant newspaper in my hand.
We need to hurry to save the Queen.
Yes.
Just say the word.
Alright. Go fight a, what do you call it? A Drexel?
Will you just die already? You will go no further than this.
No, and actually I think I will. I told you that door wouldn't stop me.
You're too late. Our pet beast is about to breach the force field to the throne room. The Queen will be dead in moments.
Looks like we're just...
Watch out! I've lost control of the beast! Ignore the beast. Into the throne room. The Queen must die.
He's just like, where's everybody going?
Oh, blast it all.
His final words were pretty funny too. Drexel larva. Yikes. That's the larva? Also, shield itself? That's annoying. I suppose that'll work on you. Oh, it did. Cannot leave the battle at this time. Gotcha.
Just say the word.
I mean, I wasn't really after that one Boma earlier actually saved. I wasn't expecting it to catch this one, but I figured it was worth a shot, and then it worked, and now I'm just sitting here.
I hear you.
This shall not stop us for long.
Long enough. Oh. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's so awesome. I wonder if you have to have the max level, or if it lets you if you have any level of it. Either way, handily for them, I do have the max level. Hell yeah, I will use battle meditation to rally the royalists. Fuck yes. After all, what else is a general supposed to do? It's Exile attacking Vacla's troops when most people believe the ritual is broken. Ah, gotcha. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Also, good timing, Mira and team. Yes. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. I was not expecting that to come up as a... I mean, on the one hand, they set it up in KOTOR 1 to be kind of an obvious, like, you should be able to do this. But I'm trying to remember if I've seen a specific power or skill show up in like a dialogue choice like that. And I'm not sure. I think I've maybe seen a skill pop up once, but I don't remember which one. Or not skill. Sorry, skills pop up semi-regularly. I was thinking feat. Actually, I don't think I have seen a feat pop up either. But it's so cool that they let you do that. That's awesome. Okay, which thingy do I still have active? I bet it's just Krea's, right? No, it's just the adrenaline shot, of course, because cutscene.
I hear you.
Oh, guess we won. Well, I prepped for like 2 seconds of sprinting. Let me loot faster, though. Electro mesh armor. Sounds cool.
Your time is at an end, Talia. Your people have abandoned you, and now your life is forfeit.
You would destroy everything just for your ambition, Vaklu. The Republic, ISIS, everything.
That is a gross simplification, Talia. Change is a painful process. A price must be paid. But Onderon will have a new destiny, one larger than you could imagine.
You're getting careless, Vaklu. One more mistake, and you're the one who will pay the price.
Damn you! Your skill with the blade won't save you from my men. Goodbye, Talia. Fire!
Did I miss anything? Electromesh armor is so good. Oh yeah? I'll have to look at it later. Sounds cool. I feel like the jarring, like, tongue-in-cheek humor, like, one over the other. First off, I do have that inner smartass that appreciates the cheeky dialogue. Also, I feel like a little bit of lighthearted cheek is more likely to make the men he just ordered to fire hesitate for a second more than, like, continuing the energy that's already in the room with the whole "your plans end here," if that makes sense. I don't know.
What? The Jedi lives?
What's up?
But how?
You'll find that I'm full of surprises.
Kill her and the Queen Men, quickly. They must not be allowed to live.
I have a Kreia, though.
What is it?
Gotcha. Next, however many seconds this lasts. The next 30 seconds. I guess there is only this. This is a really weirdly designed throne. What the? Telling me this is the only way to get up there?
Yes. Say the word.
You've won this battle, Talia. But your reign won't be an easy one. The Republic is a sinking ship, and you're too attached to it.
He's too dangerous to leave alive. As distasteful as it is, it might be best to silence him forever. Until he's dead, all of Onderon is in peril.
Ooh. I'm really glad that they put this one in there. Particularly the part about I respect your counsel, Crab, because that's what seems the most important to her. And also it's true. Like, it's not my decision. I'm not the queen. Although I respect your counsel, Kreia, the decision is the queen's, not mine. She's gonna put it back on me, probably, but...
So what will it be, Your Majesty? Send me to your best detention cell. I will be free within the week, and vengeance will be mine.
Are you so sure of my decision, Vaklu? I appreciate the Jedi's counsel, but as monarch, I decree you are guilty of treason. The punishment is death, to be carried out immediately. Captain Cadron?
Talia, you can't. You're too weak. What about my trial?
I just want to have a trial for a guy who, like, a dozen people just had to, like, physically get between you and the queen because you were about to stab her in the face. Here's your trial. Guilty. I don't know if the knock came through on the mic. Try not to make it too loud. I don't have a gavel handy, but... The thing is, there are a couple things here, actually. First off, I have no idea how long the trial process in Onderon takes. We take him at his word that he'd be out within the week, then it's probably not safe to wait for a trial if it's going to take longer than, like, today. On the one hand, I want to be the good guy who says that everybody deserves a fair trial. But in this one very specific instance, the fact that everyone seems to think Talia is weak, and that seems to be weak and, like, young and inexperienced, I think were the biggest, like, criticisms or doubts, if I'm remembering correctly what I heard around town before everything blew up. Sentencing him to death right now and carrying it out right now not only has the satisfying effect of shocking the hell out of him right before he dies, but it drives, if that is the only time she ever does that, it sends a message to the people that she's not weak and she's not to be fucked with, but she defers to justice by choice rather than by weakness or by lack of knowing what else to do, if that makes sense. It makes all the trials that she carries out afterwards feel a little more weighty, because you've seen that she's willing to not hold a trial if the situation demands it. And that could be genuinely good for Onderon. I know, that's... Yeah, and that's the other thing. It's like, okay. I don't know if Onderon's, like, court is anything remotely like the courts we know, but you're gonna get a defense attorney? Are they just gonna end up brawling in the courtroom? Because that's kind of what happened to the planet. Like... Also, it gives him time to spread word that she was about to have him killed, and he talked her into giving him a rightful trial, which also kind of makes her look weaker. Because he can start that, like, rumor spreading throughout the city, probably, from inside a cell. Or from right here in this room, even. He probably doesn't even have to say anything. Actually, I guess all of his... I didn't notice if the guys up on the platform were dead or not. They weren't dead yet when we stopped fighting, but... Besides, I did say it was her choice. Ultimately, all of those, I think, are my justification for staying silent. Because normally, I would push for a fair trial, which would obviously convict him, because duh. But I did just say it was her choice. And I think she made the best optical choice that she possibly could have for establishing herself as a strong ruler. But also a fair one, because assuming... I mean, she seems the type to go back to regular court and fair trial as before, with the exception of this. So, presuming she does that, it also sends the message of her being not only a strong ruler, but a fair one, which is good. And it is her choice, so I'm just going to shut up.
Your whole life has been a trial, Vatlu, but it's over now. You are right. We can't detain you. Too many people are still loyal to you. You've left me no real option.
Men, ready blasters. Aim.
But you can't. This can't be.
Fire!
What is done is done. I don't think the service you have given us can ever be repaid. I must go with Captain Cadron. The fighting must be stopped. I will be back shortly to try and repay you. The crisis is over thanks to you and Master Kavar. I believe he'd like to speak to you, if you'll excuse me.
Ah, the wound is not a mortal one, though it has been some time since I exercised my healing powers. There is a shred of life within you still. A gift from your master, no doubt. Awaken, Colonel Tobin. Your part in this is not over. Colonel Tobin, I am with Vaklu. The war has gone against him. He sent me to rescue you, to tell you you must make haste off-planet. The Jedi have struck. They had a secret academy buried on Telos, and they are showing themselves at last. We are all in danger.
What? But the Jedi are gone. They have all but vanished.
So we all thought, but they have hidden themselves on Telos.
Out of my way, old woman. This war can still be won, and Onderon can be freed.
Indeed. This war is far from over.
I was right that she liked my answer. Micro pulse blaster. Hang on, I gotta look at this electro mesh armor. Or I forget. We have yet another light battle suit that is not in fact light armor. This is gonna be faster, I think. 10 resistance versus energy, 7 defense, and 6 dex. Nice. Guy soldiers. Highly resistant to blaster fire and is designed to allow them guided to capitalize on their naturally high dexterity. Very cool. How did I end up with 2 of them? God, my inventory is such a disaster. Hey, Kreia, what were you just doing over there? Yeah, really. I just realized it's not going to be multiple because that was a very metagame thing I saw, and I'm sure I'm not going to get a chance to ask about it.
The Force works in mysterious ways, it seems. There are times I'm not convinced it doesn't have a sense of humor. We spend all this time looking for you, and you came to us. I thought you might return to Onderon. Looks like just in time.
You're looking for me?
I told the other masters that our only chance to figure out what was happening to us was to find you, and try to understand what happened to you. I don't know how much you know about this threat that's striking at the Jedi. It's attacking us through the Force. Varuk didn't believe me, but he was willing to travel to Dantooine, if only to help the settlers there, and perhaps protect what was left of the Jedi Enclave. Whatever the reason, having us all drop out of sight, I thought might make the enemy more bold. But then you happened. You came back, and you became a new target for whoever was attacking us.
But then you happened. I take that as a compliment. Quite frankly. Why did you choose these places to hide?
They were places touched by war, and we thought there was a chance you would return to these worlds, if only to try and make peace with what happened there during the war. But now the Sith have revealed themselves. That means the remaining Jedi will gather on Dantooine. From there, we can counterattack.
Why not Telos?
Telos? But Telos was destroyed during the Jedi Civil War. I heard they're trying to rebuild.
But Atris is on Telos.
Atris? I thought Atris had gone to Qatar. Too many Jedi have scattered. The Council needs to gather. We cannot remain concealed any longer.
Could it possibly be that the most insufferably irritating woman in the entire galaxy is actually a bad guy? Am I gonna get to stab her after all? That would be awesome. Not very Jedi of me, but awesome nonetheless. What happened on Qatar?
We knew that someone was preying on us, hunting us. Finally, the Jedi decided to take action, and called a secret conclave on Qatar to decide what must be done. Before the meeting could even begin, all the Jedi on the planet were killed, along with the Miralukas and all other life on the planet. Their deaths could be felt throughout the galaxy. So the Council decided that we must not present ourselves as a target again. The consequences to others were just too great. That we should use our resources to find who was responsible and deal with them. I think you're the only one who's made progress.
I have questions.
The difficulties you surmounted to get here. You must have many questions. You deserve answers.
Dez and Kavar. They're officially my favorite Jedi. Those have revealed themselves.
I know that all too well. I came here to find them, to trace them to their source. The war on Duxon and Onderon. I had thought that perhaps the tragedies that occurred here were concealing them.
I thought that Sith were defeated at the end of the Jedi Civil War.
The Jedi Order has been fighting the dark side since the beginning. Our rules and the Jedi Code provide protection from what's inside each of us. The dark side is always there, and it is something that can never truly be defeated. I feel our current troubles, though, are beyond what we faced before. This threat that is targeting us, drawing us out, it's not a battle we're used to, and it has ended many of us.
You know anything about this threat?
Not enough. I feel it is something that was born from the wars that have struck the Republic. The threat is Sith, but the manner and timing of their attacks is difficult to defend against. We don't know all that the Sith planned during the Jedi Civil War. What secret training grounds may still remain. What worlds he discovered. We just don't know. Even after we deal with this current threat, I fear we may be dealing with the legacy of the Jedi Civil War for years to come.
Did you have any success in tracing the Sith?
You've had more success than I. General Vaklu's men and their allies effectively kept me pinned inside the palace. I felt all along that Vaklu had contacted the Sith, but the identity and purpose of the Sith, I can't say.
Why did the Sith come here?
They wanted to aid General Vaklu in breaking away from the Republic. If Onderon became independent, this place would be an excellent staging ground for them. But I fear it was more than that. That the consequences of Onderon's fall would have greater implications for the galaxy.
Can't ask about that one, huh?
Whatever I can tell you, I will.
Why did you come here?
It's a long story, but there's a reason the Jedi have scattered across the galaxy. We've come to worlds such as this one. Worlds touched by war, or great tragedies, can be felt within the Force, strongly. We thought that by traveling to such worlds, it would help conceal us from the eyes of the enemy, and they were places we thought we might find you.
Basically what Vrook said, except Vrook didn't say anything about looking for me. He probably wasn't.
Whatever I can tell you, I will.
Where are all the Jedi?
Scattered, searching for you. Going to places where they thought they might cross your path. You were our last hope.
Looking for me?
Yes. At least that's what I asked them to do. I believe you are the key to this whole war.
Why?
When you stood before us in the council chamber on Coruscant, we felt something from you we'd never felt before. It was as if the Force had died within you, leaving you hollow. We had suspicions as to why this was, but nothing definite. But rather than try to understand, we sent you away. I think because at some level there was fear. We live our whole lives in touch with the Force, in touch with life all around us. And you had a gift in that regard. You formed bonds so easily, and they flowed deep between you and others. To see such emptiness in the Force standing before you, it's not an easy thing to face. Whatever is attacking us, it is leaving something in its wake. Something we haven't felt since you stood before us in judgment. The deaths of the Jedi, the destruction of Qatar, all of these things are leaving behind echoes, like the one we felt from you in the council chamber. It was clear to us, to me, that we had to find you, but we couldn't call you back from exile, because we didn't know where you'd gone. Plus, there was a chance we might put you in danger, and that we couldn't allow. If you couldn't feel the Force, then it would just make you a target. I don't know how you got back, but I'm glad you're here.
Oh, that's nice. Weirdly sounds like something's eating the Force. Tell me more about the echoes.
The thing is, in traveling to these places where war was fought, we felt the same thing. Echoes. Something happened in all these places, but it's hard to figure out what. It's hard to sense things through the Force in such places. Too much pain occurred here. It makes listening to the Force difficult. We resolved to meet again on Dantooine, but only when the threat revealed itself. Unfortunately, I happened to be here when it struck. Now that we've stabilized Onderon, I can join the others on Dantooine. Whatever I can tell you, I will.
I need to know why you cast me out of the Order.
There was nothing else we could do. You defied the Council. You followed Revan to war. I know why you did it, but in so doing, much more harm was done. But you must understand, the exile was never the punishment you thought it to be. We could not have made you do such a thing in any event. I think you knew, inside, what you needed to do in order to heal.
Go hide under a rock for half a decade, apparently. I mean, fair enough. I say that like it doesn't make sense, but I'm enough of an introvert that it actually very much does. In fact, I've sort of had years like that myself, to be totally honest. Now that I'm thinking about it. But I want to know what he is thinking. What do you mean?
All those lives during the Mandalorian Wars, and all those you've served beside. Too much death leaves echoes in the Force. It is the price for having such connections. I suspect that is why you chose to accept the Council's judgment, to wander beyond the Rim, and why you traveled with no one, and did not stay in any place too long. I have thought of you since your trial, and there are times when I wonder if being connected to the Force is always the gift it is believed to be. Whatever I can tell you, I will.
I mean, I kind of know now, but I have to ask. Or rather, I know that it wasn't them now, mostly, but why did you cut me off from the Force?
Cut you off from the Force? Why do you think the Council was responsible for that? No, I'm afraid the cause of your condition was as great a mystery to the Council as it is to you. Whatever I can tell you, I will.
I've re-established my connection to the...
You always had deep connections to the Force. I'm glad to see that it is once again your ally. When I first sparred with you during your training as a Padawan, I could tell that you were different. And it wasn't just your strong connection to the Force.
Right, you're not gonna expand on that, butter me up a little more?
Whatever I can tell you, I will.
I saw a hollow recording of the Jedi Council meeting where you cast me out.
So, you heard what we said. These questions I cannot answer. This is something the Council must answer, not I. You must understand, this is hard for me, especially after all you've done, but it is necessary.
Why is this hard?
Did you know that when I was training you, I considered making you my Padawan? I didn't. The demands of the Jedi Council were too great, but I considered you a friend. I even tried to convince you to become a Jedi Guardian. We could have used someone like you. So the decision that had to be made was not easy, but I cannot say anything more.
Huh. I was definitely under the impression that I was his Padawan, but apparently not.
Whatever I can tell you, I will.
Developed a Force bond with another. If either one of us feels pain, so does the other. If either one of us dies...
That sounds like the bond that often forms between master and apprentice. But to that degree, you always did form connections to others, strong ones, even when you were a student. But what you are describing is beyond me. I'm sure others in the Jedi Council would be able to assist you, if you could find them. Whatever I can tell you, I will.
I'm gonna go back through a couple.
It's a long story.
Because there was one
We thought that by...
where I could mention Brooke.
Whatever I can tell you.
They're not gonna let me re-answer that one.
We knew that someone was preying on us, hunting us. Before the meeting, so the Council decided... I think you're the only... Whatever I can tell you, I will.
It was the one right after Why Did You Come Here? I think it was something like... Where did the Jedi go, or something like that. And it's like possibly the only one that didn't come back. Which is a shame because I didn't get a chance to mention offhandedly that Rook didn't happen to bring up that you were looking for me. I don't get to tell on Rook, basically. You answered all my questions.
There is something I would like to teach you. It is a technique which, I believe, will aid you in the trials ahead. There are times when you want to overwhelm a particular opponent quickly. For these situations, use the Juyo form. Do not get carried away using this form, particularly against Dark Jedi. The ferocity required to use this form leaves one vulnerable to enemy force powers. Excellent. I'm impressed with how quickly you've mastered this form. I always knew you were gifted. I'm going to Dantooine. The Jedi Council vowed to assemble again when the Sith revealed themselves. Now that they've attacked Onderon, we can act. Our paths will cross again. May the Force be with you.
Also with you, Massacre. And also with you.
I'm sorry to keep you here. I needed to thank you personally for all of your help. Onderon owes both you and Master Kavar a debt that can never truly be repaid. Battles still wage in our streets, but by morning the conflict should be over. I recognize you must leave soon, but please, take this. I had also planned on giving you some relics from Onderon's past, but Vaklu's troops looted our museum. I hope the credits and my sincere thanks are enough. Captain Bostuka has made arrangements for a shuttle to take you to your ship. I fear it will be quite some time before you can come back. The war was brief but destructive. I will focus all of my energy on rebuilding Isis. Thank you again. I must go.
Sorry about the museum. It's okay, I got them anyway.
If you will follow me, I will take you to your shuttle.
Yeah, I figured. Still, instant guilty face. Should I mention that it wasn't actually Vaklu's troops? Nah, it doesn't matter now anyway, right? She didn't say that anything priceless was stolen, so... She was gonna give them to me anyway, apparently.
About time you showed up. We finished our part and have been sitting on our hands waiting for you.
Uh-huh.
So, what happened?
I single-handedly ended a war. No. No. To be fair, cutting off that ritual was brilliantly timed. Political situation on Onderon has been dealt with. Onderon has only one leader now.
Huh. We'll see how long that lasts.
We should return to the Ebon Hawk now and plot our next course of action.
Ready?
I think Mira got maxed out on... I almost said approval. Influence. That's the one. Oh, I forgot. I Atten isn't the only one. Disciple also took me up on my
Jedi.
creepiest thing ever.
Jedi.
When the fuck is somebody gonna tell me about this shit?
All thoughts of me will slide from your vision, from your mind, like water. You know who I am, but you will be unable to voice it, to remember it. What does a Jedi see? Only what I allow them to see.
Just me or is Craig getting creepier by the cutscene? The tongue twister.